Good afternoon, family and friends. Hey, it's my Motivation Monday. You know, uh, I'll just come on today. First of the year, first Monday of 2022. Many of you guys may know I was a little under the weather toward the end of the year. Actually, I wasn't. Although I did test positive for the coronavirus. I only had symptoms for a couple of days and then I was back to normal. So, to all of you guys that have been praying for me, I appreciate it. I'm not sick. I did catch the coronavirus somewhere. I don't know where it was. I was out cleaning up on a week ago Saturday and dealing with a lot of trash. Everybody was telling me to put gloves on, and I did put some gloves on, but maybe it was a little too late. And so I was sick on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I went out and took a COVID test on Tuesday, and I got the results on Friday that I was positive. So, um, anybody that I was in contact between Sunday, Saturday, and probably this past Friday, you need to go get tested. I was out and about. I actually showed property on Tuesday. I told the client that I let them go in the house without me, and I kind of stayed back, so I know that I didn't infect anybody else. But I did catch the corona. I came up positive. I had about 3 days sick. I did have two vaccinations. I had the first and second. I had not gotten the booster yet. I will be going to get the booster, but I would assume that because I got those two shots, it was a very mild. It was very, very mild for me. Because all those, I've had a lot of people ask, did you get the shot? Yes, I did have the shots, and I did catch it, but it was very, very mild. That's what all I can say is that I didn't have any problems breathing or anything like that. I never was in danger or even think that I was in danger. But I did want to just come on and share that with folks today. Many people have been sending texts and emails, and I appreciate all that. And even online, I've had a lot of friends comment online, and I appreciate all of that. But no, I am just fine. I feel very good. I'm actually going to be going out a little bit. I'm going to stay in the car because I can't infect anybody from my car. So I am going to be going out to show property, but I'm telling the client, I'm gonna open the door and let them go in, and I'm gonna keep a mask on, and then after they're done, I'll go and lock the doors up. If they like the house, we're gonna sell houses in the Corona, y'all. You know what? When you're self-employed, you don't have the luxury to stay at home and be sick. And even I'm not sick. In fact, I've been home for 2 days, pretty much 24 hours a day since Friday. I didn't go out for New Year's. In fact, I slept in. I slept New Year's Eve. I went to sleep early on New Year's Eve, and I slept. I woke up well rested on Saturday. Had a chance to do some work around the house on Saturday. Didn't really go out and walk the 3 miles. I did go out and walk my 3 miles on Saturday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday, I didn't walk yesterday. I was kind of like Sundays is my day off, kind of. But I am going to walk 3 miles today before the sun goes down or before it clocks 12 because I'm getting it together, y'all. You got to be hitting on all cylinders. And when I work out or I just go walk, I walk those 3 miles every day. It gives me really a solitude about life, and it really does me good just to be out in the air, and enjoying, just my neighborhood, man. I do have a word I want to share with you guys today for January 3rd. We're starting off the new year where I'm under Motivation Monday, and this is what it says, January 3, 2022. You have made some progress, but you must continue to press on until you have complete breakthrough. Be diligent and continue to seek my face for fresh revelation and spiritual insight. Growth is a sure sign of life. Stir up your desire and reach beyond where you are. Now you have much to give and much to do. But you must realize that accomplishment comes in small increments. Consistently consistent small steps will result in covering a lot of ground. Do not get discouraged with what seems like slow progress. Just keep moving. Micah 6:8. He has shown you, oh man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you to both do, justify, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. I really received that because I feel like I've made a lot of great steps spiritually in the last year. We made a lot of steps physically last year. I got diagnosed and I was diagnosed and treated for anxiety and depression. And I was able to find a new life, if you will, just even in that. That created something brand new for me that I'd never experienced, and it's just a peace without having that anxiety, that anxiousness. And I think that was making me do a lot of the movements that I was doing and just not being able to be still. Some people thought it was PTSD, and it may be a little bit of that. I got tested for that as well. But I'm working on my inner being, so I can be the best Kenny I can be, regardless of whatever I'm at. You have to live with yourself, regardless of where you are. And I must tell you, I've had some very challenging things that I've overcome. And I just thank God that He's saying that I've made some progress. You've made some progress, but you must continue to press on until you have complete breakthrough. I'm looking for a complete breakthrough. I'm looking to get back on pace for where I think I should have been in my life. I've had some serious setbacks, like losing the company, having to start all over 2 times. Be diligent and continue to seek my face for fresh revelation and spiritual insight. Growth is a sure sign of life. Stir up your desire to reach beyond where you are now. You have much to give and much to do, but you must realize that accomplishment comes in small increments. Consistent, small steps will result in covering a lot of ground. Do not get discouraged with what seems like slow progress. Just keep moving. Micah 6:8. He has shown you, oh man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you but to justly do, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. All I want to say is, I feel like I've made a lot of progress in my life, spiritually for sure. I'm in my business by all means, but business wise, you guys know I've had some serious setbacks, which in effect made me go back to have some setbacks physically. But those setbacks physically ended up being a blessing because I was able to find out what the physical problem was, and we were able to go in and correct it with therapy and different, just being with people, using the resources that are available to be the best that you can be. And that's what I believe what God wants us to do is to use all the resources that are available to us to be the best people that we can be. And then anything else comes after that, just feeling good, being in a good place mentally, physically, financially. Sometimes we may not, one of those three might be missing. We definitely don't want to miss financial. But I tell you, financial is not as important as physical. Because if you don't have your physical health, it doesn't matter how many finances you have. It can be very, very depressing. It can be very cumbersome if you don't have your health and you have money. I've been in that situation where I had more money than I had health, and I didn't know it. And I was trying to find healing and doing different things that didn't give me until God stripped me all the way down, and I had to really build myself back up. And when I started building myself back up, I realized I had some anxiety and depression, which is what they call it. Maybe other things that you might call it in your life, but they identified it in me as anxiety and depression and started treating that. And I decided to just take the treatment. I'm going to go through this with them and just let them see if they can help me feel better. And lo and behold, I feel so much better now. I wouldn't have to do anything. I was living like I had a 250-pound bag on my back, just heavy all the time, But I found out that when you go untreated with these diseases, you can very easily create addictions, like I did. You get addicted to whatever's gonna take that pain away. And some of us are walking around with the pain in us, and we don't really know it. or somehow we're fighting against it, or they tell you to pray it away, or they tell you, God is the man. There's when you sick, you sick, and sometimes many of us are mentally sick, or mentally. I was mentally sick with depression. It's a mental illness. It's not so much physical. It's more your mind makes you sick, and I can tell you, my mind was making me sick where I couldn't turn things off, and I kept looking at the loom and the doom, and I got stuck in that place, and I had to go get some help. And I can just tell you that he's just telling me I've made some progress, and I believe that in his word today. He said you made some progress, but you must continue to press on until you have a complete breakthrough. That was the word I've been hearing, is that we can start getting close to the destination, and we just give up and stop pressing on, and for a full, complete breakthrough. I feel like I have had some breakthroughs, but I'm not done yet. There's still some more things that I need to conquer in my life. So it's not like just giving up. You get to that place where you want to be and then you just stop. No, you have to look and do the next thing. And so I've got some things that I'm lining up that are just going to be incredible. But you got to keep going until you get the breakthrough, or recast your goals, or recast what you're doing. And that's what we've been doing today and talking about with my team. Is we just have to rethink things. We have to go at things in a different way. If we want different results, we have to have a different attack. And so we're just looking at new ways to do things. And I think right now my biggest thing is to be spiritually ready. We can sometimes we're not all the way there. And I heard a word a few days ago that we get close to it, and then we let all the things that come up that would keep us from going the whole way. And I'm working on trying to get further ahead, even spiritually, because I believe if you're okay spiritually, and you're one with God, and God is okay with you, I mean, that takes a huge burden off of you, where you can live freely. When you just know that God is pleased with what you're doing, and you're not breaking the law, so to speak. A lot of us, we do things and we're breaking God's law. And when you break God's law, that's when it becomes heavy. And I know that because when I was younger, I couldn't help it. I wouldn't say I knew any better, but as you start getting older, you become wiser, you understand that when you don't break God's laws, there's many blessings that come about that. There's no more discipline that becomes, because when you break God's laws, there's the discipline, there's some sowing that you have to do. There's some reaping that you're going to do when you know it. When you know to do good and don't do it, that's what God calls sin, and I'm not going to say I'm perfect or anything, but I do know that I look at those things. I weigh out the cost. I weigh out the cost on a lot of things. And as I continue to get older, I'm more considerate of what the cost is. I don't have time to pay the price I've already paid. I've paid the price so many times because of disobedience that I'm just, I just want to get in that track and just be on the right side of God. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we find liberty. That's where we find our blessings. That's where we find peace. When we're not on that side of things, then anything can happen. You expect things to happen, and then normally whatever it is you expect is what you get. And so I believe that's what God is telling us, is just to get on that side, so you don't have to be tripping. Okay, so you don't have to be tripping on whether you're right or wrong, or I'm doing this. We spend a lot of time thinking about, right and wrong, when we need to be using all of our energy to move forward and be something, do something. So that's where I'm at today. My word says you have made some progress, but you must continue to press on until you have a complete breakthrough. Be diligent and continue to seek my face for fresh revelation and spiritual insight. Growth is a sure sign of life. Stir up your desire and reach beyond where you are now. You have much to give and much to do. But you must realize that accomplishment comes in small increments. Consistent small steps will result in covering a lot of ground. Do not get discouraged with what seems like slow progress. Just keep moving. Micah, Micah, the book of Micah, the 6th chapter, the 8th verse says, he has shown you, oh man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God? Man, that was for me, y'all. I'm hoping it fits some of y'all too. That it feels like we're getting so close. Even with the pandemic going on, even all the things and the turmoil going around me, what have you. I feel so at peace right now. I feel like I'm in a good place. I feel like God is going to honor my obedience because He said in His Word, obedience is better than sacrifice. So we have to be obedient. And it's what God is having you be obedient to. I'm obedient where God wants me to be obedient, and where He has really put a lot of time into getting me straight. Okay. And there's other things that, he hasn't put the clamp on me about, but I would tell you over my lifetime, God has clamped down a lot of things that I had to let go in order to move forward to where I wanted to go. And I had to decide whether I wanted to go forward or did I want to keep toiling along with the stuff that I'm dealing with right now. And the answer for me is I want to go further. So why would I take on something that would hold me up, that would stop me from being on God's good side, to stop me from getting the blessing of God? Because what's really true is the only way we can accomplish anything is if He be for you. If he's against you, that's like carrying a 50-pound bag. What do you say? You might as well tie a rope around your head and jump in the lake. If God is not for you, you can't make it. But if God be for you, all things become possible. But they only become possible when you also obey. And I struggle with obedience. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I still struggle with it. We all gonna struggle with it, but when we get ourselves on the right side of God, anything becomes possible for us. Miracles happen. I believe God does miracles for still is in the miracle working business. And I'm waiting for God to do quite a few miracles for me right now. It's a miracle that I'm here, y'all, and I'm not sick, laid out somewhere with corona with a ventilator in my mouth, like we envision. And I mean, we don't know people that have gone into those hospitals and not come out, man, and got the corona and didn't make it, or just got a little touch of it. And, I feel so grateful to God that I got it, but I have not had anything other than just, I felt a little sick one a couple of days. And it wasn't even sick to where I had to go lay down and get Theraflu and all that. It was like it just was different. And I was able to, I was able to work through it. If you will, I had to rest a little bit, which I did, you guys. But I'm one of them guys that can't stay home. I ain't been quarantined one day, and I'm not quarantined now because I got a mask around me. I'm gonna grab me a mask, and I'm about to go up to Vallejo. I'm about to go show 5 houses, y'all. That's what I'm doing with the corona. And I let my client know that they want to buy a house, they ready to go. I can't slow the game down. I got to keep pushing. So I'm gonna go up and hopefully get this family in this house today, so we can get them done by the end of January. We are taking on new clients right now. I have a big team behind me. We still take referral business. If you've got friends or relatives who either need to buy or sell real estate, please consider the number right here on the screen, 510-568-4200. We do take referrals. I do my honor referrals. If someone calls and they say they want me to handle it, I will do that. If you don't, will specifically say you want me, then my team is going to help me. I have a lot of team. I've got people in the Philippines who help me. I've got agents now on my team. I think about 5 agents. We are hiring more agents too, agents that want to join our team. If you're at another company, you're not making money, and you want to come over and add to our team, our doors are open. We do want producing agents. I do want full-time agents, agents that want to come over full-time, and let's grow our team, because I believe moving forward, we're going to be very hot. We're going to be all over the city. We're going to be doing a lot of work, and I need somebody that can come help me get the overflow, because I'm anticipating having, again, a very large overflow of business, which I already have it. But a lot of times I have to take the deals myself, because everybody doesn't, they don't want my agents, they want me, and that's cool. I'm still a working broker. I'm still doing what I love to do, and that is I move this real estate. Whether it be buying or selling, I don't think that you know anyone that can help you faster or as thorough as I can, or me and my team, because I have built a team around me because I can't do it by myself no more. I can't accommodate all the requests by myself, but praise be to God, I have a great team behind me. I have agents that support what we're doing, and they're very well versed and taught, and some of them they teaching me now. But anyway, you guys, that's my Motivation Monday. You guys might catch me in the car a little while later. I'd like to do my Ride With Me show. We're gonna do that, probably do it moving in the truck in a minute. I ain't on the bike, y'all. I'm gonna be in the truck because it look like it's about to rain. I'm not gonna get on girlfriend today, but I know I'm dressed kind of like I'm dressed so I can be warm. That's basically the main thing. I want to stay warm while I'm out there. So I got a sweatshirt, put on a big jacket, and we're gonna get busy today. I'm gonna be showing property if I get a chance, and the houses are vacant. I get there before them. I may break into a couple houses a day. Let y'all see something. These are gonna be executive style houses, people that are on that $500,000 to $700,000 range. If you're making $120,000, $130,000, and you want to buy one of these type of houses, holler at your boy. We're going to Vallejo, we're going to Sassoon, and we're going to Fairfield tonight, right now. I'm leaving. I'm on my way. I'm gonna get in the car. I might holler at y'all when I get there. If y'all get a chance, share the video. The word was today. You have made some progress, but you must continue to press until you have complete breakthrough. A lot of us, God ain't through with you. You ain't through. He got a breakthrough. He's going to take you all the way through. Be diligent and continue to seek my face for fresh revelation and spiritual insight. Growth is a sure sign of life. Stir up your desire and reach beyond where you are now. You have much to give and much to do, but you must realize that accomplishment comes in small increments. Consistent steps will result in covering a lot of ground. Do not get discouraged do not get discouraged with what seems like slow progress. Just keep moving. Micah 6:8. He has shown you, old man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Come on, man. We got a whole lot coming our way, y'all. I believe something big getting ready to happen, not only for me, but for you too. If you believe in big things, keep your mind on big things. Big things gonna find you. All right? Peace and blessing. I see y'all out on in the car.